Welcome to Learning About Africa, where all roads lead to learningaboutafrica.com. My name is Kevin, and I will be your guide today. I wanted to apologize for not putting anything here in this channel since October of 2024. After I came back from the celebration of the independence for Gabon in Washington, D.C., I've not posted anything. And mainly the reason is because I was going through sort of an existential and financial crisis due to being out of work for over 6 months, and a lot of feedback, a lot of things I was hearing from the diaspora in different videos, online through Facebook and other social media platforms. But since then, I've had a chance to go back over all of my videos and audio recordings from that week in Gabon that I spent in July of last year. When I realized, when the realization hit me that as an African American and an FBA, I had to ask myself some really tough questions. Like, do I really want to go back to Gabon? And if so, why? If not, why? How am I feeling about it? And from that, a number of other questions popped up for me. If this is something that may be of interest to you, stay tuned, because I want to be able to delve into some of the things that I've heard. I want to clear up some fallacies, or I want to dig under and find some of the uncomfortable truths about doing this. So I'm going to be looking at the pros and the cons, and because of what I hear from other content creators, what I've heard from other social media and things like that. But what I'm also going to do is, for the next few videos, I'm actually going to just unadulterated put video of some of the videos of my travels to Gabon and some of the adventures that I had. Whether I'm voicing over them or not, it's because of something that maybe the sound didn't come through too well or something like that. So stay tuned. If this is something that is of interest to you, then welcome and thank you.
Good morning, Just. We made it. We are here. I've had a night of sleep. I'm so excited I can't sleep too long. Send you this message that it's wonderful. I can hear the neighbors downstairs as they get ready. It's almost 6 o'clock in the morning here. So I'm sure you won't get this for a while until you're up. But I wanted to thank you for giving me the opportunity to get here with Mara. And now that we're here, we are in the middle of the excitement. I'm all prepped for today. We're going to have a historian drive us around. I will record it. We're going to visit the museum where the historian will continue to talk. And then we are going to meet with Francis for lunch. And then we're going to be going out into one of into the forest, a place close, but still that takes us in the middle. So it's going to be an exciting day. I do have to get a couple of things. It's kind of interesting. I need to get an adapter plug so that I can plug in and charge my phone and iPad and my CPAP and the batteries that I've got set up and for recording and things like that. Probably get some filters to make some coffee. I know we're only here one more day, but we have the place for the whole week. So we're here, then we go down to, on our way to Mwila, we'll be there. Then we'll come back and end up here before we take off. But I will record everything that I possibly can that's safe. I know there's some places I can't record while I'm here, but I wanted to say thank you. And we're here. We did it. We made it. Anyway, I will talk to you later. You have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hi all, this is Kevin, and I wanted to share with you my very first experience of my trip to Gabon. And here's what it was. It was taking a trip from Seattle to Dallas, and then having a layover, and then going from Dallas to Paris, and then having a layover, and then going from Paris to Libreville. And the time was about 24 hours. That was very long. I can tell you, I was pretty exhausted. And that's really my first impression. But when I got there, I was tired, but I was excited. Absolutely excited and over the moon. I got there, it was in the evening, it was about 7 o'clock. And we immediately were picked up by Francis and taken to our hotel, where we had a chance to rest, kind of maybe put on some other clothes, and then later that evening we went out. What we're looking at here is the next day. The videos that I'm playing are from the next morning after I woke up from that evening, and I decided to record. One is saying thank you, and the other was, this is where we were staying. We were here. We were actually in Africa. We were in Gabon. We were in Libreville. It was so exciting. So I'm just going to let you guys kind of watch what goes on.
Very interesting. This is for you, Naya, that it hasn't rained here in about 3 months. And Francis was telling us that it rained yesterday as they were preparing for us to come, that they actually got rain. And I said, is that good? And he says, that is a very good sign. That is a sign that there are blessings that are upon us. So it is, it's good to know that you bring glad tidings, even in the universe's terms.
If you're still with me, thank you. Now I want to get to the question and answer portion of this video, which is, would I go back to Gabon? Now, granted, it took a while, but I was able to get a visa, a 5-year visa to boot. And so I still have 4 years to go, almost 5 years left on the visa. So that's not going to be an issue. If there is an issue for me going back to Gabon, it's really about finance and time. If I have the money. When I went there, it was easily $5,000 to $6,000 for getting the ticket. I believe the ticket I mentioned in an earlier video was something like $2,300 to $2,500. Getting a place that we kept for a week. The rental car, paying for, for driving, for food, some specialized stuff for food, and then trinkets. I wanted to get gifts for my family and for myself coming back. But ultimately, why do I want to go back to Gabon? Is because I fell in love with some of the folks, like Tonton Henri, or Uncle Henry, and his farm. When we went down to Mouila, on his farm, he actually planted an avocado plant. And I love avocados, but he planted a plant as a sign that he was excited for me to come. And he was excited for me to work with him and those that are on his farm. And so my goal is to be able to help in what way I can. Do I know exactly what I can do to help? Being a technician, being somebody that's an engineer and has done a lot of things on the technical side of things, I don't know how much that would help, other than the experience of things that may be able to help with his farm, help with some other ideas. So yes, I do want to go back. And why? because I am vested in people. I'm vested in wanting them to have the things that I want in my life. And if I can do that, I will do that. So that is probably the start of it. But I realized there were a number of other things. Because I worked with a few folks that were able to kind of protect. One is I don't speak French, so it was nice having someone there. But yes, I can learn French, but having someone there who knows the culture, who is able to indoctrinate me into the culture, into the folks there, having places to go and meet to where you feel like a part of, I think is essential for the experience when somebody that's never been to Africa goes to Africa. It makes it enjoyable on many different levels. Now, there are some issues that I have to deal with because I was born and raised in America my entire life. And I might have expectations. You know, to give you an example, the roads there really need a lot of work. They know that. I know that. But it's interesting how our worldview changes when we go to a country like this that is not as developed as what I'm used to living in here in America. And so that is an issue that I have to look at myself around. But as far as going back, the only thing that would keep me from going back is money and time. That's really it. Now that I know someone, I know I have a place to go. I have people to see, I can say hi to. There are places that I went to and I want to go back and experience. And you'll see them as these videos go out further. You'll see some of the places that I went to, some of the things that I did, you know, the pretty near 8-hour journey on the road where we stopped a couple of places to pick up food. You know, those kind of things are sort of part and parcel when you have a country where a lot of the cities, the locales are spread out. So for this video, I just wanted to share the very first thing is, would I go back? Yes. Why? Because I feel vested in the culture, vested in re-exploring, vested in finding out more about the Banga and Fang. The Benga and the Fang are the groups that I'm associated with in Gabon, but also the people like Tonton Henri, being able to meet all of these folks again. I already miss them. So, without making this too verbose, I do want to go back, and we'll explore more as these videos continue. Thank you. And if you have a question for me, or a question about travel, or a question about anything pertaining to you know, being in a, you know, part of the diaspora and wanting to go there, because I got the feeling that there are a lot of people that are very proud of their African ancestry, but that doesn't mean they want to go to Africa necessarily. And respecting that is important. So if you have questions, please put them in the comments, ask away. I look forward to being able to create some content for you that may give you insight, at least from the things that I've seen. Please come back, subscribe and like if you found this of any use at all, and we'll see you again on Learning About Africa.
With citron, with a lemon, yes.
That's like lemon. So,
but it's so many other things.
So the sap, right, is used as a torch. They put it inside
one back.
the bark of the wood,
trees.
and they light it, and it can burn all night.
Really?
Yes. And I was told also that this is used before. I used to use purified water.
Even up to today.
Yeah, you can put in water and it purifies water.
Really?
Yes, up
Now
to
you say why do you say up until today?
You can still, we will still use it.
You
Yeah,
still use this
in the rural
to
areas,
purify.
In the rural areas, we still use it.
Purify water.
I
Because
will
in
be.
that part of the Gabon, the water that they can, that is drinkable water is from the streams, and they don't show that this water is clean. They have to add the stuff of okume in them to get this water very, very clean.
Wow, that's
So what happens-
amazing.
So what you have to do is you bleed it like this, and then it runs like this. See, like this.
Okay, and that's where you get the sap.
Yeah, that's really what it is. As you can touch here, the sap you can touch. You feel the sap, just touch here. That is, if this has the chest touch here, you will feel the sap.
Oh yeah, very.
The sap.
So it's gonna
Yeah.
start
Stick in,
bleeding.
Yeah.
And then it will start bleeding.
Yeah.
Yeah, after this, when in the contact of the hair, the sap will become resinous. The resin will be first of all white. If you don't collect it in time, it will become black. But both of them can
burn.
Can burn.
I'll be darned. And that's when it becomes black.
No, even
Because-
when it's white, you just
If
you put a
it is
match
white,
here, it'll light
the
up.
matches
Oh.
will light it. Yeah.
Oh my
Then
gosh!
Even if it's white, you can if you light it, it will burn.
Wow,
Purify water, make torches.
this is amazing.
And then
This
the wood
is
also is used.
and the wood.
Yes. The wood is used too.
And does it have the same properties of being fire?